In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the Flutter package Flutter Secure Storage, which we can use to securely save variables in our app without making use of a database. This is the app we are going to build today. All we have to do is just enter hello. For example, this could be our secure text, and then press save. And once we save it, it's automatically updated. When we close this app and reopen it and reload it, we can see that it loads our secure text again. Let's get started. So as mentioned, this is the package we're going to use, Flutter Secure Storage, version 5.0.2. All you have to do is click on here to copy this to your clipboard and then paste it into your pubspec.yaml file under your dependencies like this. The Flutter Secure Storage package uses keychain for iOS to securely store your data and the AES encryption for Android. We're also going to make use of this encrypted shared preferences on Android, which I'm just gonna show you shortly. Before we can start, we have to configure the Android version. For this, usually you would go under your project Android app build.gradle file and change the min SDK version to at least 18. So you go under Android app build.gradle and then scroll down to your default config. You will see that the min SDK version no longer shows the number 18 or just the number. So what you have to do is open up under Android the file local.properties. All you want to do is define flutter.min SDK version equals 21 or at least 18 for Flutter Secure Storage. Then also define the target SDK version and the compiler SDK version. Then under your build Gradle, under Android, change this line here and replace this with what it usually has. So I mark this to do, change to this, so that you know you have to change this. And also this min SDK version and the target SDK version. Just copy this from the code you will find in the description and just paste it here. That's it for the setup. Now, as you have seen, this is the default app we are going to use. So I'm just gonna briefly explain the layout. First of all, we have a row in the center. So it's a elevated button load and another elevated button save. When you press on load, the onPressed will call load storage function and the save button will call the save storage function. Underneath it, we have a simple text field with an input decoration which says enter secure text. When we just press on it and enter some text, and then we could say save, which will then save this text into our secure storage. Underneath this, we have a text that says our saved secure text is, and then if our saved secure text is empty, then it's simply going to show nothing. Otherwise, it will display the loaded secure text. Above your build function, I've defined a couple of variables. So here I've defined a variable called storage, which is simply the Flutter Secure Storage. And in here we give two options. First of all, the iOS options, which, as you can see here, allows fetching secure values while the app is backgrounded. And for Android, we're going to use the encrypted shared preferences. So we're gonna set this to true. Then, as you might already know from the usual shared preferences Flutter package, you need a key to save and load data from your storage because it has to be uniquely identified. And here we just use a custom string for this to use as key. You can replace this with whatever you want. Just make sure it's unique. Then we need a text editing controller for our text field, and then the loaded secure text, which we are going to use for the UI. So this here is our loaded secure text. All right, now when we click on the load elevated button, load storage will be called, and this is very simple. We're going to use our storage variable, then call read, and then give in the key. This will return an optional string. That's why we say if this is null, then with these two question marks, we say if it's null, then just assign an empty string to our variable. Once that is done, we will update our UI. And another option you could also do is read all the values. If you have multiple variables you want to load, this then returns a map of string. So this is very simple. So this will basically return a map that will look something like this, where you have your key. So this will be your first secure key and this will be your second secure key. Then your first secure key will then have your first saved value, and the second secure key will have your second secure value. To access then this map, all you could do is just say all values, then define your key, key 1. Let's just call it secure text. So this is then how you would use a value from your custom map, all values, by using your key. And this again might be null, so therefore you will use these question marks to say if this is null, just assign an empty string to our secure text variable. Next, we're going to look at our save storage function. So what we have in our text field, the text, we want to save it into our secure storage. So the first thing we do is assign our loaded secure text variable the text of the controller of the text field, update this in the UI, and after that we use our storage again to write this time, use the secure key which we've defined above, and then the value we want to assign to this secure key is just the text from the controller we've assigned here. That's all you need to know for writing and reading data from the secure storage. If you wanted to delete a key, this can also be done by calling simply storage.delete and then defining your key. Or you could do a bulk action by just deleting everything by using just this storage.delete all. I hope you liked this video. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments, and thank you for watching.